Number 8. 1990 Lincoln Cent. Graded in Mint State 69, read by PCGS. According to grading service, the 1990p Lincoln Cents come very well struck. Examples up to about MS67 are abundant. Only in MS68 or higher are they scarce. MS69 specimens are rare, and just 2 specimens have been certified that fine in this lofty grade, including this superb gem. This lustrous numismatic pinnacle ended up selling for $5,625 with buyer's fee. Number 7. Amazing Error Coin 1993 Jefferson Nickel struck over 1992 Lincoln Cent. Graded in Mint State 67, read by NGC. According to Heritage Auctions, in addition to its status as a double denomination error coin, this piece actually spans 2 different years. The 1993 Jefferson Nickel was struck over a previously minted 1992 Lincoln Cent. The 1992 date from the Lincoln Cent is clearly visible on the reverse. This amazing superb gem is fully brilliant with rich orange mint luster. This true rarity ended up selling for $6,900. Number 6. Here is 1975 Lincoln Cent, graded in Mint State 68, read by PCGS. Only the most competitive registry sets will include a 1975 Lincoln Cent in the impossibly high grade. PCGS reports just 4 specimens with none finer. This elusive gem was bargained for $9,000. Number 5. 1976 S Bicentennial Kennedy Elf Dollar, graded in Mint State 69 by NGC. According to Heritage Auctions, the nation's bicentennial celebration was widely celebrated at the time, and special reverse designs for the quarter, half dollar, and dollar were created to mark the occasion. The coins all showed a dual 1776-1976 date on the obverse. The half dollar reverse with Independence Halls as a centerpiece was designed by Seth Huntington. In addition to regular issue clad coinage, 11 million silver-clad uncirculated specimens were struck and offered in sets, and 4 million silver-clad proofs were struck for collectors. This magnificent silver-clad MS69 specimen exhibits sharply detailed design elements throughout, and virtually flawless surfaces are lustrous and appealing. It was sold for $9,600. Number 4. 1967 SMS Roosevelt Dime, graded in Mint State 68 Deep Cameo by PCGS. SMS stands for Special Mint Set. A stunning white on black appearance greets the viewer. On this superb gem, Deep Cameo, crisp detail is seen in Roosevelt's hair as the vertical lines and bands of the torch. It was sold for $9,987.50. Number 3. 1968 S Quarter Dollar, struck on a 90% silver planchet, graded as PR64 by PCGS. The coin is reflective in the fields, complementing sharp motifs. Each side is virtually brilliant. A few minor marks are seen beneath the loop. The white edge of this piece, confirming the silver planchet alloy, is readily visible in edge view holder. It was sold for $11,700. Number 2. 1992 D Lincoln Cent with close AM, graded as MS64 red and brown by PCGS. Lincoln Cent specialists are aware that proof dies during much of 1990s and 2000s differed in design from business strikes. The distance between the feet of AM in America is a pickup point, as is the distance between the FG initials and the memorial. One die pair intended for production in 1993 was inadvertently used for Denver strikes in 1992, and due to the high attrition rate of modern cents, only a few examples have been located. This lustrous orange-gold near gem was sold for $20,700. Number 1. 1977 D Eisenhower dollar, struck on a 40% silver planchet, graded in Mint State 63 by NGC. A clad Eisenhower dollar should weigh 22.7 grams. Walter Breen states in his 1988 encyclopedia that about 15 pieces are known struck on planchettes intended for 40% silver San Francisco bicentennial Ike dollars. This is a lustrous and nicely struck mint error with peripheral straw gold toning and a few minor obverse field grazes. The strike details are remarkably strong throughout, undoubtedly from being struck in silver, which is much softer than the usual nickel. This elusive specimen was sold for $26,400. 1992 Lincoln Cent was close AM in reverse, graded in mint state 64 red and brown by PCGS, a near gem example of this elusive modern key issue, important as a guidebook variety and widely sought by Lincoln Cent specialists. The Cherry Picker's reference notes that the reverse design of 1993 was employed on some circulation strike 1992 cents. Letters A and M in America are close to each other, almost touching. This elusive gem ended up selling for $22,800. Here is 1927 S Lincoln penny in MS65 red condition. This penny used to be a gem from Tom Merchant collection. 1927 S Lincoln Cent, graded as MS65 red, is indeed considered a valuable coin. The S mint mark indicates that it was minted in San Francisco. The red designation signifies that the coin has retained its original copper red color to a significant extent. In general, coins from earlier years tend to be more valuable due to their scarcity and historical significance. This Lincoln Cent is no exception. It ended up selling for $9,600. 1954 S Washington quarter in MS68 condition, beautifully toned, the obverse is layered in olive copper patina with softer blue-gray, gold and pale pink highlights that are most readily evident at direct viewing angles. The reverse is brilliant and both sides are equally well preserved to border on pristine. Sold for $12,000. 1953 S Franklin half dollar in MS65 condition with full bell lines. Also an available date in context of series, this San Francisco issue is anything but common with full bell lines designation. The 1953 S has a reputation as being the weakest struck date in series, a fact that's borne out by a low number of full bell lines grading events at either service. The strike is unusually sharp on this luster gem coin, with bold definition on all of the raised elements including the touchstone bell lines. It ended up selling for $14,100. 1972 Lincoln Cent was double diverse, graded as MS67 plus red by PCGS, and proven by CEC for Excelsior. A George's fire red and olive green superb gem. Both sides appear devoid of contact and carbon is virtually absent. Among Lincoln Cents, only the 1955 S FS101 exhibits more prominent die doublings than the 1972 S FS101. Other double die varieties are known for the 1972, but none compare with guidebook listed FS101. This highly sought after gem was bargained for $9,600. Number 14, nicely toned 1963 D Washington quarter, graded in mint state 67 by PCGS, with a mintage of excess of 135 million pieces. It is wonder that so few superb examples have been certified of the 1963 D. This is a well-preserved piece whose softly frosted mint luster has a significant presence of golden rose toning around the margins. It ended up selling for $9,400. An error nickel, 2000 P Jefferson nickel struck on a 1978 Lincoln Cent, graded as MS65 red and brown by ANX. An error that presumably required some help either from mint worker or mischievous mint visitor, since the cent host was struck 22 years before its nickel overstrike. The 1978 cent date is faint but legible near the back of Jefferson's head. A lustrous near gem with dusky gold and lilac red toning. It ended up selling for $12,075. 1999 piece Susan B. Anthony dollar struck on Sacagawea dollar planchette. Fully lustrous golden color with bold cartwheel and a nice bold strike. Scattered bag marks are present, non-individually serious, and the eye appeal is easily that of a gem or finer. The strike on this piece is different from that encountered on other specimens. It was sold for $10,350. 1927 S Lincoln Cent in MS65 plus red condition. The 1927 S cent is challenging issue to acquire in full red condition, and at the gem level such pieces are major rarities. No higher grade pieces are known with full red surfaces. The finest of the red gems are 3+ graded pieces at PCGS, set in luster bands on each side, yielding orange, gold, rose, and faint greenish hues, all of which fall into red color category. It was sold for $36,000, 1963 Washington quarter in Mid-State 67. Attractive crescents of orange, copper, and golden olive iridescence decorate the peripheries of this otherwise brilliant and frosty example. Also, the Denver Mint struck a large total of $135,288,184 quarters in 1963. Precious few have been preserved with enough care to secure a superb gem rating from PCGS, a find for an astute specializing in the 90% silver Washington quarter series. It was sold for $8,400. This is 1983 Lincoln cent struck on a copper planchet graded as AU55 by PCGS. The typical 1983 cent is copper-plated zinc and weighs 2.5 grams, a transitional alloy mint error, akin to its more famous 1943 bronze predecessor. A possible explanation is that copper planchet became wedged in a hopper or mint cart during early 1982 and was finally dislodged the following year. A lightly circulated and moderately abraded mint green and chocolate brown example luster illuminates the legends. It was sold for $16,450. This is attractively toned 1964 deer rosewood diamond MS67 condition with full bands. The process of toning is caused by a variety of factors, including exposure to air, moisture, and chemicals. It is a natural process that takes time and it's not always consistent. This means that the natural toned coins are scarce, especially in superb gem grades, and they are therefore more valuable than the coins that have been artificially toned. Dominant charcoal copper obverse toning yields to the splashes of more vivid gold, blue, and pink iridescence towards the lower right border, untoned on the reverse with smooth surfaces and billowy mint frost throughout. It was sold for $920. This is 1942 Type 1 Jefferson nickel struck on a silver alloy planchet, highly sought after wrong planchet coin even in such massively worn and circulated condition. Graded as Good 6 by PCGS, 1943 dated cent struck on copper planchets bring spectacular prices, but similar wartime wrong alloy transitional errors on Jefferson nickels are significantly rarer. The present lot is struck from Sands Mintmark Type 1 dice, yet is struck in the silver alloy composition associated with Type 2 design bearing a large P mintmark above the Monticello. This lightly marked cream gray example displays wear on motifs, but the legends are fully readable and show only slight blending with the rim. It was sold for $9,987.50. This is 1971 NOS Jefferson nickel graded in PR69 Deep Cameo by PCGS. This conditional rarity is among the finest NOS 1971 proof Jefferson nickels certified. According to Heritage, this conditional rarity is among the finest NOS 1971 proof Jefferson nickels certified. The needle-sharp motifs are starkly contrasted against liquid-like mirrored fields, and both sides exhibit a hint of warm, light golden toning. It ended up selling for $8,100. Here is 1916D Mercury diamond extremely fine 45 condition. According to Heritage Auctions, the 1916D is considerably more challenging to find and shows extremely fine condition than it is in lesser or finer grades. This excellent collector's grade example is eminently attractive with smooth silver surfaces and rich gray accents surrounding the raised elements, sharp from stem to stern. The motifs are well defined and the eye appeal is strong. CEC endorsement confirms these key dates, high quality for the assigned grade. It was sold for $9,000. Here is 1971 Lincoln cent with double die obverse, graded in Mint State 66 red by PCGS. Moderate die doubling is seen on all obverse letterings. On this guidebook variety, magnification is usually needed to spot the doubling. The doubling is strongest on the word liberty and in the word in God we trust. The carbon-free surfaces show well-struck design elements and satiny copper red luster. The variety is rarely seen this fine. It was sold for $5,640. This is 1943 Washington quarter with double die obverse, graded as AU58 by PCGS. AU stands for About Uncirculated, the highest grade designation for circulated coin. In God We Trust and the date are strongly doubled, as are initial letters in Liberty, lustrous and minimally abraded, with delicate almond gold and stone gray toning. It was sold for $10,281.25. This is 1919 OS Lincoln Cent in PR69 red deep cameo condition. Essentially flawless and fiery red, this key Lincoln Memorial Cent is meticulously struck superb gem. Mirrored fields are so deep they appear black under the direct light surrounding frosted orange-red devices. The stippled field texture seen on this set is characteristic of the no-S proofs. This interesting and rare modern proof variety projects to have a surviving population of fewer than 200 coins, making it a must-have rarity for serious Lincoln Cent collector. It ended up selling for $19,975. This is 1943 as Lincoln Cent struck on a bronze cent, graded as VF certified by PCGS. In 1943, the United States Mint transitioned from using copper for Lincoln cents to zinc-coated steel due to the shortage of copper during World War II. These steel cents are commonly known as 1943 steel cents. However, some copper planches from the previous year, 1942, were left in the coining process. These leftover bronze planches from 1942 were used to strike a small number of 1943 Lincoln cents in error. The 1943 S Lincoln cent struck on a bronze planchet is considered a major error coin. This error occurred because the bronze planchets were never intended to be used for the 1943 coinage. The rarity and mystique surrounding this coin have led to intense demand among coin collectors and enthusiasts. The combination of its error status, historical context, and limited availability make it a must-have for serious collectors. This one ended up selling for $141,000. This is 1965 Roosevelt time struck on a 90% silver planchet, graded as AU55 by NGC. This is one of the most popular wrong planchet errors in today's market, a transitional one that involves a 90% planchet that the Mint ceased using for regular issue dime production in 1964, with 1965 dated dies from the first year of regular issue copper nickel clad coinage. According to Stax Powers, otherwise properly struck, although accuracy does compel us to mention trivial softness of detail along the left obverse and upper reverse borders, boldly to sharply defined elsewhere with bright brilliant white surfaces that retain appreciable mint luster. It was sold for $7,800. This is 1979 Lincoln Cent in MS68 red condition. The Philadelphia Mint coined 6 billion Lincoln cents in 1979, yet only 12 pieces have been similarly certified at PCGS. This glowing orange super gem has bold design motifs with frosty luster and sensational eye appeal. It is destined for the finest collection, $5,462.50. This is 1970 S Lincoln Cent with double diverse, graded in Mint 63 red by PCGS. The doubling is boldest towards the left sides of Liberty and In God We Trust, but it is visible throughout the legends, as well as 0 in the date. Both sides show pleasing brick red color. A scrape is noted between the bust of Lincoln and the date. These, along with some light flecks, account for the grade. The Cherry Picker's Guide calls this definitely one of the rarest of all Lincoln Cent varieties. It was sold for $6,325. Starting with this attractively toned 1914 Lincoln Cent, graded as PR65 brown by PCGS. This 1914 Lincoln Cent is a stunning example of attractive toning showcasing light neon blue hues that enhance its visual appeal. Graded PR65 brown by PCGS, the coin exhibits sharp, well-defined details typical of proof strikes, with surfaces that retain much of their original luster. The brown patina enriched by the blue toning adds character and uniqueness to this piece. As a proof coin from the early 20th century, it holds significant numismatic value, appealing to collectors who appreciate both rarity and aesthetic beauty. The PR65 grade indicates a high level of preservation, making the 1914 Lincoln cent a prized addition to any collection. This toned gem was sold for $1,080 on August 20, 2024. Next, this is 1958 proof Lincoln cent graded as PR68 red deep cameo by PCGS. A nationwide recession in US in 1957-58 combined with an alarming overproduction of proof sets in 1957 led to 30% drop in sales of 1958 proofs. According to NGC, this is nevertheless a very common cent in fully red gem. Cameo pieces, while certainly not common, exist in sufficient numbers to satisfy the demand. Ultra cameo or deep cameo coins are slightly more available than for previous years, but they are still quite rare overall. Pristine surfaces display stark field device contrast and beautiful tangerine orange coloration. Contrast on each side accentuates the eye appeal. The 1958 Lincoln cent is a plentiful proof issue and the final year of Whittier's reverse. It was sold for $9,300 at heritage auctions. This is a highly sought after error penny 1909 S Lincoln cent with repunched mint mark S over horizontal S, graded in mint state 65 red by NGC. The 1909 S over S Lincoln cent, known for its repunched mint mark, is highly sought after variety among collectors. This error occurred during the minting process when the mint mark was first punched into the die in a horizontal orientation. Realizing the mistakes, the mint workers or worker repunched the S mint mark correctly, vertically over the horizontal S. This resulted in the distinctive and rare S over horizontal S variety. Such errors happen because mint marks were manually punched in the coin dies at the time, leading to occasional misalignment or double punches. This specific error makes this coin particularly valuable to collectors as it represents a fascinating glimpse into minting practices over the era and the challenges faced in ensuring the consistency and precision. It was sold for $1,320. And this is elusive 1951 proof Lincoln cent with double die obverse graded as PR67 plus red cameo by PCGS. FS101 shows moderate die doubling in God We Trust, which is visible with loop. This example is tied for finest attributed by PCGS, making it an essential acquisition for advanced registry collector. Each side is brilliant, copper pink, and pristine. Strong contrast on each side adds to the eye appeal, while the fields glimmer with liquid-like reflectivity. As dates, the 1951 Lincoln cent is a scarce coin in high grade with cameo surfaces, and only single deep cameo is reported at PCGS. In PR67, it was sold for $7,800 at heritage auctions. First, let's look at the 1912 proof Lincoln cent. It's graded as mint state 66 red by PCGS. This coin is one of the rarer satin proofs from 1909 to 1916, even though there were 2,172 coins made. David Lang, in his 1996 book, The Complete Guide to Lincoln Cents, says that some of these coins might not have been sold and could have been destroyed. He also points out that 1912 cent is a major condition rarity. This is the first full red gem showcased at Stack's Powers in nearly 20 years. It's a rare piece from the early proof Lincoln cent series. Both sides of the coin are perfectly struck and have nice satin to a matte-like texture. Unlike most, this coin still shows its original mint color in a bright, pale orange gold. When viewed closely, you can see subtle silver olive tones that add to its beauty. This remarkable coin sold for $14,400. Next, we have rare buffalo nickel from 1925. 1925S, graded in mint state 65+. This coin is known for its poor production quality. It often shows softness in detail. This coin issue is known for its poor production quality. It often shows softness in detail on the front and back, especially over the bison and in the mint mark area. This happens because the dies used in production were either too far apart or too worn out. Many 1925 buffalo nickels have mint marks that look like a blob. making it hard to tell if they are 1925D or 1925S. Because of its poor quality, it's very hard to find this coin in high quality mint state like this one. This stunning 1925S nickel has a bright satin luster with a pale iridescent gold tint on both sides. The details are much better than usual for this issue. The reverse is nearly perfect and the front is sharp, with only a little softness in the center. This beautiful gem sold for $38,400. Finally, we have toned uncirculated 1932S Washington quarter, graded in mint state 66 by PCGS. The 1932 coins are only quarters made by United States Mint from 1931 to 1933. The Great Depression limited the production of many coins, including quarters. With just 408,000 coins made, the 1932S has the lowest mintage in circulation strike Washington series. It's also the rarest coin of its type in gem mint state, second only to 1932D. This quarter has beautiful quality for a key date, and collectors want it in all grades. This particular coin shows warm russet and bronze colors around the edge, especially on the back. The centers of both sides are bright with gentle silver tint. This coin sold for $26,400 at Stack's Bowers auction on August 13, 2024. This is 1910S Lincoln Center Mint State 67 Red. The 1910S Lincoln Center Mint State 67 Red is a remarkable coin representing one of the highest grades available for this issue. Mint state refers to a coin's condition, indicating it has never been circulated and shows no signs of wear or handling. Mint state 67 is an exceptionally high grade on Sheldon scale, which ranges from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. Coins graded MS67 exhibit outstanding preservation with brilliant original color and only minor imperfections visible under magnification. The 1910S Lincoln Cent is especially coveted due to its rarity, making this specific grade highly desirable among collectors. The 1910S had a mintage of over 6 million pieces and is considered a semi-key date in Lincoln Cent series. It is available in circulated grades but is a conditional rarity in mint state, with most survivors grading no finer than MS65 Red. This specimen is a premium quality superb gem. Gorgeous pinkish orange surfaces retain full mint color and a lustrous satiny finish. Smartly impressed, both sides offer razor sharp definition to all design elements. It was sold for $15,600 at Stack's Bowers auction. Number 7. This is 1915 proof Lincoln Cent graded PR67 Red Brown by PCGS and later confirmed by CAC. It is a rare and beautiful coin graded by PCGS. It has a satin-like surface that retains almost all of its original mint orange color with just a touch of olive brown. Every detail of the design is perfectly struck, making this coin almost flawless. Only 1150 of these proof coins were made, making it one of the rarest of its time, second only to the 1909 VDB and the 1916 issues. Finding a coin in such pristine condition is extremely difficult, making it a valuable piece for any serious Lincoln Cent collector. It was sold for $15,600 on June 18, 2024 at Stack's Bowers auction. Number 6. The 1909S Lincoln Cent VDB in MS66 Red graded by PCGS. It is a stunning example of one of the most sought after coins in American numismatics. This coin from the first year of the Lincoln Cent series is free of any noticeable imperfections, showing nearly perfect surfaces with full luster and a beautiful orange rose color. The striking details are sharp, making this coin highly appealing to the eye. The 1909S VDB Lincoln Cent is one of the most famous coins in US history, recognized even by those who don't collect coins. It was introduced during the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth in 1909. The coin's design was created by sculptor Victor David Brenner, who had previously worked with Roosevelt and suggested using Lincoln's profile for cent. Brenner also added his initials VDB to the reverse of the coin, a decision that led to controversy and their quick removal from later coins. The Philadelphia Mint produced 28 million of these coins before the initials were removed, but the San Francisco Mint only managed to produce 484,000, making the 1909 SVDB Lincoln cent a rarity. While many of these coins were preserved in high grades, finding one in MS66 red is exceptionally difficult. This coin is particularly prized by collectors who seek the finest quality coins for their collections. This rare specimen was sold for $15,600. Number 5. This is 1923 S Lincoln cent in Mint State 65 red. This is a very peculiar coin, especially considering how challenging it is to find in such high quality. This coin is well struck with sharp details and retains its original tan orange color, a rare feature that adds to its desirability, with only 8.7 million cents minted at the San Francisco branch of the US Mint. In 1923, this coin is a known condition rarity in Lincoln cent series, while lower grade examples are somewhat common due to later hoarding. Finding one in mint state is incredibly difficult. Many of these coins show weak details and streaky brown and red wood grain appearance due to the poorly mixed metal used in their production. However, this particular example stands out with its strong strike and full, even color, making it a rare and valuable find. Only few collectors boast owning a full red gem, mint state 1923 S Lincoln cent, making this coin highly prized piece in the numismatic world. This true rarity ended up selling for $22,800. Number 4. 1918 Lincoln cent in mint state 68 red, incredible over century old ultra gem. This virtually flawless example really needs to be seen to be fully appreciated. Silky smooth surfaces exhibit vivid mint color of beautiful rose red. The striking detail is razor sharp to full throughout the design, and the eye appeal is extraordinary. While there is no denying that the 1918 is one of the more plentiful early date Lincoln cents, high quality mint state examples are scarcer than those of 1960 and 1919. Near the pinnacle of numismatic preservation and quality, this full red ultra gem is of the utmost condition rarity and belongs in the finest Lincoln cent collection on PCGS set registry. It fetched a staggering $31,200 at Stack's Bowers auction. Number 3. Now, this is not an ordinary cent. This is a very rare mint era 1943 Lincoln cent with unique mirror brokerage, graded in mint state 63 by PCGS. This coin was discovered by Kerry and Tracy Hoffman in Bethany, Oklahoma, and was authenticated as a significant mint error in May 2023. After its authentication, PCGS confirmed its status as an obverse mirror brokerage error, assigned it a grade MS63. A mirror brokerage occurs when a previously struck coin adheres to or interacts with the die, creating a mirror image of one side of the coin on the next planchet. In this case, the 1943 Lincoln cent features a near-perfect mirror image of the Lincoln's portrait and the Parts of Liberty inscription as a date on its reverse, though some peripheral details are missing. This true gem was sold for $31,200. Number 2. 1922 No-D Lincoln cent, die pair 2, graded in mint state 64 brown by PCGS and proven by CAC. This choice uncirculated example boasts rich tobacco brown patina with hints of rose and pale blue gray. The reverse is sharply struck, typical of die pair 2, while the obverse is softer, with faint details in Liberty and in Godwood Trust. The No-D variety occurred due to over-polishing of the obverse die, which removed the mint mark and softened other details. Mint state examples like this one are scarce, especially at this grade level, making it a prized addition to any advanced Lincoln cent collection. It ended up selling for $38,400. Number 1, and this is famous 1955 Lincoln cent with double die obverse, in phenomenal gem full red condition, graded as MS65 red by PCGS. It is a rare and exceptional gem with vivid pinkish apricot mint color and bold strike. This coin is among the finest known, as most certified examples don't surpass MS64 or lack full red color. The doubling of the 1955 double die obverse Lincoln cent is dramatic and easily noticeable, making it one of the most famous error coins in US numismatics. Collectors should look for prominent doubling on the obverse, particularly in the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. The doubling is especially clear on the word Liberty and the digits of the date, with doubled images appearing as if they are slightly shifted or overlapping. The striking visual effects is key identifier and what makes this error coin so sought after. This rarity was sold for $45,600 on March 26, 2024 at Stack's Bowers auction. From a humble cent to a life-changing fortune, these 8 Lincoln pennies have proven that sometimes the smallest thing can hold the greatest value. So keep your eyes sharp, and who knows, you could be holding the next record-breaking coin. Until the next time, stay curious, stay vigilant, and keep hunting for these hidden gems. God's willing, see you in the next video. Let's dive into captivating world of numismatic treasures, starting with proof coin worth thousands of dollars. The eye appeal of this collector's item is simply outstanding. Here we present 1958 proof Lincoln cent, graded as PR69 Deep Cameo by PCGS. According to Stack's Bowers auction, the final proof Lincoln cent of the wheat ears reverse design type is popular issue among numismatists, with a generous mintage of 875,652 pieces. For its era, examples are readily obtainable in most grades. However, as David W. Lang noted in 1996, deep cameos remain very rare. These awe-inspiring ultra-gem approach numismatic perfection, boasting vivid reddish-orange surfaces that are as bright, fresh, and smooth as the coin emerged from the dies. Those dies imparted not only razor-sharp striking detail, but also strong cameo contrast between the reflective fields and satiny motifs. Expertly produced and meticulously preserved, this coin is sure to impress even the most discerning numismatist. It fetched an impressive $50,400 at auction. Here is 1922 no-deal Lincoln cent, graded in mint state 64 red and brown by PCGS. There are 2 major varieties among 1922 no-deal cents, one with a strong reverse and one with weak reverse. The former are the true rarities, struck using a clashed and then heavily ground obverse die with mint mark inadvertently removed, and a fresh reverse die with bold detail. Weak reverse representatives are much more available. Both sides of these remarkably preserved near gem exhibit warm copper-orange tones amid mottled overlay of glossy brown patina. Steel blue accents are also seen. There are no outwardly distracting carbon spots on obverse, and the surfaces are free of all but 1 or 2 abrasions on Lincoln's portrait. It was sold for $42,000. It's hard to imagine how a mintage of 46 million cents could leave us with so few gems, but this is certainly the case for 1920s. The vast majority of mint state survivors are poorly struck from overused dyes and reveal little or no red color. Those that are certified as MS red typically have subdued shade of red rather than flashy color associated with P mint Lincolns. This specimen was graded in mint state 65 red by PCGS. Surfaces range from copper gold to orange and reddish violet, never sliding into the truly cool hues that lead similarly colorful coins to be called red and brown or brown. Luster is luminous with degree of swirl on the reverse, and while the detail on Lincoln's portrait is characteristically soft, it was sold for $44,062.50 at heritage auctions. Highly coveted error variety presented in 1917 Lincoln cent with double die obverse. The 1917 FS101 is one of the most pronounced double die obverse varieties in the entire Lincoln cent series, with sharp doubling to the digits in the date and the letters God We Trust in the motto. Writing in 2009 edition of Cherry Picker's Guide to the Rare Die Varieties of United States Coins, Bill Phoebus and J.T. Stanton describes the 1917 FS101 DDO as arguably the most sought after of the early nickel and cent varieties. This specimen was graded MS66 red by PCGS and later was proven by CAC. Vivid mint orange color is bright and freshy as the day the coin was produced. The fully struck devices are enhanced by frosty mint luster that extends throughout the fields. Beautiful to look and technically exceptional, it was sold for $21,600 at Stack's Powers auction. The 1959 D Lincoln Cent is one of the best struck coins for the Memorial Lincoln Cent series from 1959 to 1973. As within those years, coins are very difficult to come by in grade of MS67 or higher. After 1973, they became a bit more common in MS67 condition. Grades up to MS66 are usually common, and even nice examples in MS66 are easily obtainable. In MS67, not as many examples available, with about 50 coins surviving in this condition. This specimen was graded in mint state 68 red by PCGS. Wisps of powder blue and lilac color complement beautifully preserved copper orange surfaces awash in satiny luster. It was sold for $38,400. Moving on with his 1913 Lincoln Cent, this issue is common in most circulated grades and mint state pieces of average quality are plentiful. It is also more available in full red gem conditions than Philadelphia cents of the previous era. An odd feature of this date is that 3 is inconsistent with the style established by the Brenner in 1909. This symmetrical numeral should have a long tail, similar to that of 9. The US Mint proved to be very irregular in observing established date styles, sometimes getting it right but more often not. This specimen was graded in mint state 67 plus red by PCGS and later confirmed by CAC. This plus graded superb gem was once a highlight of the fabulous Ducker collection. This former Ducker coin is fully struck over both sides with no weakness in the usually seen areas. The surfaces are medium orange gold, mellowing only in slightly to a thin arc of violet near to the left obverse rim. A few tiny microflecks appear only with the aid of loupe. It was sold for $60,000. 1955 Lincoln Cent was double die obverse, graded in mint state 65 red by PCGS. This is a breathtakingly beautiful, conditionally rare example of perhaps the most popular of all Lincoln Cent varieties. Best in a blend of medium orange and pale rose color, the surfaces are fully lustrous with a soft satin finish. The die is imparted sharp to full definition throughout the design, the all-important obverse doubling readily evident to the naked eye. Generally pristine, a few extremely faint and easily overlooked carbon flakes are all that seem to preclude an even higher grade. The 1955 Lincoln Cent with double die obverse is highly coveted error coin featuring significant doubling on the date, Liberty, and in God We Trust. Graded MS65 plus by PCGS, it signifies exceptional condition with minimal imperfections. The CAC endorsement adds further credibility, indicating that the coin is of superior quality even within its grade. This combination of dramatic error, high grade, and trusted certification makes it a standout piece for collectors and valuable addition to any numismatic collection. This specimen was sold for staggering $114,000 at Stack's Powers auction. This is an exquisite and enchanting coin, once destined to be mere pocket change, but now a prize piece in someone's collection. Behold the attractively taught 1947 Lincoln Cent in superb gem condition, featuring fully struck motifs, graded mint state 68 full bands by NGC. This coin is a true rarity. While the mintage of dimes at Philadelphia that year fell to less than half of the previous year's output, this issue remains common across all grades up to MS67. Most examples are somewhat weakly struck and show considerable die erosion from overuse. Coins displaying full bands or full torch features are a minority among the surviving population, though they are more likely to be submitted for grading. This particular specimen, with its breathtaking neon blue hues and sharply defined design elements, sold for $960 on July 15, 2024 at Heritage Auctions. The 1937 proof sends a similarity to the brilliant proofs of 1936, a fact reflected in significantly higher sales of proof coins during that year. Despite these, the 1937 proof cents are still relatively scarce compared to the millions of proofs coined annually since the 1960s. The mint's improved technique in polishing the dies resulted in a small percentage of these coins displaying striking cameo contrast between the brilliant fields. Cameo and ultra or deep cameo coins are indeed rare and highly coveted by collectors. This beautiful specimen, graded PR65 red by PCGS, stands out with its eye-catching appeal, and it was sold for $252 on July 16, 2024. The 1947 D. Washington Quarter in Mint State 67 Plus, graded by NGC, is a highly sought-after coin, noted for its exceptional preservation and attractive toning. This coin, struck at the Denver Mint, features a composition of 90% silver and 10% copper. The MS67 Plus grade indicates superior luster and eye appeal, with very few surface imperfections. Recently, this particular coin sold for $432 at heritage auctions on July 15, 2024. Collectors highly value such coins for their historical significance, aesthetic appeal, and investment potential, making the attractively toned 1947 D. Washington Quarter a prized addition to any collection. The new Jefferson nickels were not released until the late in 1938, and even then the coins were difficult to obtain in quantity, as collectors and speculators sought to put away complete rolls of fresh coins. This situation was frustrating for about a year or so. Finally, remaining stocks of Buffalo nickels were depleted, and the 1938 Jefferson nickels became common and were hoarded by the roll. This issue is readily available in all grades through MS67, and there are enough MS67 coins to meet the demands of the most competitive collectors. The original master hub for these types reverse was indistinct in the portico and steps of Monticello. So coins certified with 5 full steps are rare, and 6 full steps coins are all but unknown according to NGC. This MS67 specimen with 5 full steps was sold for $252 on July 23, 2024. Collectors of proof Roosevelt times should be on lookout for this rare variety. Here is 1950 10-cent piece with double die reverse, graded as PR67 DDR with designation of FS 801 by PCGS. As reported by Bill Fleves, a strong spread is evident on torch, leaves, and e pluribus to the east, and unum, leaves and flame to the west. The 1950 10-cent double die reverse, in proof 67 grade, is a rare and valuable error coin. This proof time features a double die reverse, where design elements appear double due to minting error. The FS 801 designation identifies a specific type of double die. Graded PR67, this coin exhibits superb luster and sharp detail typical of a high-grade proof. Collectors prize this coin for its rarity and distinctive error, making it a standout piece in any collection. Its high grade and error status significantly enhance its value and desirability. The typical 1928 S nickel is softly struck with average to good luster, unlike the S mint nickels of earlier years. This weakness is usually not due to the use of extremely worn dies. It appears that the planchets were not properly softened, or die set distance was greater than it should have been, as the softness is uniform on both sides of the coins. Gems are elusive for this issue. A number of mint state pieces have been found that are darker than normal, and this points to the problems with planchet stock. Worn examples are plentiful from widespread hoarding of the late 1930s through early 1960s. This MS64 graded specimen was sold for $1,680 on July 23, 2024. A shield penny sold for astounding price. This modern specimen was sold for over $4,600 recently at Great Collections auction. The 2000D Lincoln Cent Shield graded MS67 Red by PCGS is a top quality coin notable for its exceptional condition and vibrant red color. Struck as a Denver mint, this coin features shield reverse design introduced in 2010 to symbolize union, strength, and unity. The MS67 Plus grade indicates that the coin is nearly flawless with superb luster and eye appeal. The RD designation signifies its original red color, highly prized by collectors. This high-grade specimen is a valuable addition to any collection, representing the finest quality in modern Lincoln cents. With America's entry into the World War II seemingly inevitable, the nation boosted defense production for both the domestic and export markets. The West Coast benefited greatly from the increased economic activity, and the San Francisco Mint nearly doubled its output of quarter dollars over 1940. At the same time, all current issues were routinely saved by the BU roll. S mint coins received an extra speculative interest, so the 1941 S quarter is common in grades through MS67 according to NGC. Quality control issues have limited the number of higher graded examples. Many 1941 S quarters were struck from worn dies having great luster but few details. This attractively toned specimen graded as MS67 Plus by NGC was sold for staggering $576 recently at heritage auctions, contributing to their significant market value. Recent auction sales have seen this error coin fetch impressive prices, highlighting its appeal and worth to collectors and investors alike. This particular DDO cent fetched $552 in July at heritage auctions. Here is another exciting error penny collectors are on the lookout for. The 1995 Lincoln cent was double die obverse. According to PCGS Coin Facts, this is a lost of its kind, as late in the 1990s the Philadelphia and Denver mints started using single hop technique. This method strikes all dies once, eliminating possibility of major double die coins. The 1995 double die is so dramatic that it can be seen with naked eye. When these coins were first discovered, they commanded up to $300 each in raw condition. As more examples were found, the price dropped to around $20 or less. Despite the drop, the 1995 double die Lincoln cent remains a fascinating coin and the most dramatic double die for all circulating coins from 1995 to date. Because so many were struck, they are affordable enough for almost anyone to own. However, high-graded specimens are coveted by collectors and are worth big bucks. One such cent, graded MS68 Red by PCGS, recently fetched $149 at auction. This issue never surprises with its value and beauty. 1986 Silver Eagle in mint state 70. The 1986 $1 Silver Eagle in MS70 condition is highly sought after coin among collectors. As inaugural year of the American Silver Eagle series, it holds special significance. This coin has mintage of over 5 million, making it relatively common. But achieving an MS70 grade, the highest possible, significantly enhances its value. Weighing 31.10 grams and composed of 99.9% silver, this coin boasts a stunning design with Adolph A. Weinmann's Walking Liberty on the obverse and John Mercante's Heraldic Eagle on the reverse. Its perfect grade, historical importance, and silver content make it a prized piece, often commanding strong prices in market. This ultimate gem was sold for $750 on July 17, 2024. Who would pay over $1,000 for 1960 nickel? It might surprise you, but that's the case for this particular 5-cent piece. This nickel is an uncirculated gem with coveted full steps designation. The 1960 Jefferson nickel in MS65 full steps condition is stand out among collectors. This full steps designation means that the steps on Monticello found on the coin's reverse are fully visible and sharply struck, an attribute that's tough to achieve. This feature is highly prized because it showcases superior strike quality and preservation. In MS65 conditions, the coin boasts strong luster and minimal contact marks, further enhancing its appeal. While most 1960 nickels are of average quality, they generally surpass 1960D nickels in both luster and strike. Some may even appear faintly proof-like, likely struck from retired proof dies. Coins with sharp steps are rare gems, and these MS65 specimen recently sold for an impressive $1,020. 1964 D Washington quarter, a mintage of 700 million quarters, was unimaginable just a few years earlier. In reality, the Denver Mint coined only 123,801,308 quarters in 1964, with remainder struck following years, thanks to a date freeze. The year of striking is indistinguishable by looking at the coins, as they all bear 1964 date. These coins were produced hastily, with little care, making gem quality examples difficult to find. While a generous number have been certified through MS66, finer pieces are scarce and command high prices. The large number of dies used resulted in numerous varieties, with repunched mint marks being common. Both sides of these coins feature at least one good double die variety. However, the most desirable variety resulted from the new reverse hub, prepared exclusively for clad coinage. Some dies intended for clad quarters were mistakenly punched with a D mint mark and shipped to Denver. But this attractively toned specimen, in particular, was graded as MS67 Plus by NGC, and it was sold for $360 on July 15, 2024. Here is a condition rarity for you. 1974 Lincoln Cent graded MS68 Plus Red by NGC. It is an exceptional high-grade example of this common coin. The Plus RD denotes a superior level of preservation with full original red coloration, free from significant toning or discoloration, making it particularly attractive to collectors. Coins graded MS68 Plus exhibit nearly perfect surfaces with only the smallest imperfections that catch the eye under magnification. Achieving this grade is exceedingly rare for Lincoln Cents from this era, making such coins highly desirable. The superb condition and eye appeal significantly enhance the coin's value, often resulting in strong prices at auctions and among numismatic enthusiasts. This superb gem was sold for $1,323 with buyer's fee at Great Collections auction. Boasts a striking anomaly on its reverse side caused by debris or foreign object during the minting process. This unique imperfection makes the coin stand out among regular issues. Its high grade of MS64 red indicates it is in excellent condition with vibrant red luster, further enhancing its appeal and value. Rare and sought after, such error coins often fetch significant premiums at auctions. Next up is a truly fascinating modern proof cent, the 2019 W Lincoln Shield cent, graded PF70 red by NGC. This coin features a distinctive W mint mark signifying its origin at the prestigious West Point Mint. What sets this coin apart is its reverse proof finish, showcasing a stunning frosted background with mirrored design elements. In perfect condition with flawless surface and vibrant red colors, this coin holds top grade of PR70 red from NGC. Adding to its allure, it bears the first day of issue designation and signature of Lyndall Bass, the coin's designer. These remarkable features make it a highly coveted piece for collectors, blending historical significance with pristine quality. On July 16, 2024, this extraordinary coin sold for $139 at Heritage Auctions. This cent looks as if someone took a bite out of it in frustration. What you're seeing is an elusive mint error known as ragged clip. This 1963 Lincoln cent showcases a striking nearly 4% ragged clip between 12 and 2 o'clocks. Graded MS65 red and brown by PCGS, this coin features dramatic incomplete planchet that results in a distinctive jagged edge. The ragged clip occurred during the blanking process, giving the coin its unique and irregular appearance. With its high grade of MS65, this coin is exceptionally well preserved, retaining much of its original luster and displaying a captivating blend of red and brown hues. Such errors are rare and highly sought after by collectors, making this coin a valuable gem for a numismatic collection. It recently sold for $180 at Heritage Auctions. This is 1964 D. Lincoln cent struck on Roosevelt dime planchet, graded in mint state 61 by PCGS. It was mistakenly struck on a smaller dime planchet, resulting in a unique and fascinating appearance. The weight of this error coin is 2.44 grams. Such errors are highly prized by collectors due to their rarity and intriguing minting mistake. The MS61 grade indicates the coin is in uncirculated condition with minimal surface marks, making it an appealing and valuable addition to any error coin collection. This elusive specimen was sold for $962.40. This is 1961 Lincoln cent split before the strike, graded in mint state 61 brown by PCGS. This error is a captivating piece for collectors, graded MS61 brown. This coin weighs 1.59 grams, lighter than usual due to the split planchet, as the error occurred when the planchet split before being struck, resulting in a coin with distinctive appearance and reduced weight. The MS61 grade signifies that the coin is in uncirculated condition but with some noticeable surface marks. The brown toning adds to its character and appeal. This type of error is rare and sought after, making it a valuable addition to any numismatic collection. Recently, this coin sold for $124 at heritage auctions, highlighting its desirability among collectors. Here is 1989 D. Lincoln cent in superb gem condition, graded as MS68 red by PCGS. With a near-perfect grade, this coin exhibits stunning luster, sharp details, and vibrant red color that is highly prized among collectors. The D mint mark indicates it was struck at the Denver Mint. Coins in this condition are rare, as they have survived in pristine form without the common wear and tear found on lower grade specimens. Achieving an MS68 grade signifies that the coin has only slightest imperfections, making it a standout piece in any collection. If you have a high grade Lincoln cent or any interesting finds, share your thoughts in comments below. Check out this intriguing discovery, 1968 D. Lincoln cent overstruck on a foreign coin. This error penny was minted onto a 1968 Panamanian 1 cent, likely due to a minting mishap. Graded MS63 brown by NGC, it features striking remnants of original Panama coins design, including the distinctive jaw of Chief Urraca from Panama's Un Centesimo. The overstruck coin presents a fascinating blend of American and Panamanian numismatic features, making it a standout piece among error coins. It fetched an impressive $5,040 at heritage auctions. Have you come across a similar error coin? We'd love to hear your stories. Drop a comment below. This is 1974 S-proof Lincoln cent, graded as PR70 Deep Cameo by PCGS. This coin is an exceptional example of modern numismatic craftsmanship. It was struck at the San Francisco Mint, boasting perfect proof quality with flawless surfaces and outstanding contrast between the frosted design and the mirror-like fields. The proof 70 grade indicates it's in pristine condition with no visible imperfections under magnification. The deep cameo designation highlights a strong visual contrast between raised elements and the background, enhancing its overall aesthetic appeal. Such high-grade proof coins are highly sought after by collectors for their rarity and pristine condition, making this 1974 S. Lincoln cent a valuable and impressive addition to any collection. This specimen was sold for staggering $23,062.61 with buyer's fee at Great Collections auction.